Hey everybody, welcome back to JT Channel and welcome to a special episode of Drop and Shred. I missed it last week, and this week a couple of albums were dropped all on the same day, so I'm going to do something a little bit different. Like I said, we're just going to talk about some of the new songs and some of the albums as well. Excuse me. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about 5 albums that came out. 4 came out yesterday that I'm aware of. And 1 came out a few weeks ago that I never got around to until now. I'll play you a clip of my favorite song from the album, and then I'll talk about it for a little bit. And then after that, I'll do some of my regular recommendations. So this is an all recommendations episode. So I guess if you like my normal stuff where I just listen to music in the background, you could skip this episode, but I'd appreciate if you watched it because you're going to get some good recommendations through this for sure. So without further ado, let's get to our first recommendation. Like I said, just little clips of my favorite songs from the album. So first up, Halestorm released their new album, oh my god, I feel so dumb, Everest, this past Friday, which was yesterday. I'm all over the place. To put it simply, it's Halestorm, but I think they definitely dialed it up a little bit. Lizzie said on multiple occasions, lead singer, that this felt different for them, for her anyway. There's lots of good storytelling tracks on this, but if you know Halestorm, that was just my favorite track on the album, the first song called Fallen Star. But every song is really, really good. There are heartfelt tracks, like the last song is called How Will You Remember Me. Boy, was that one a tearjerker, if I may say so myself. Let me go back into it here. Like a Woman Can is a really good song that, I mean, you could figure out what a song called Like a Woman Can. I believe it's like, Why Can't You Love Me Like a Woman Can? So do that. Do with that what you will. I don't think it's like a queer song. I think she's talking about how women, how her specifically, how she gives love but doesn't give it back. So why can't you love me like I love you, like a woman can? You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and walk you through every single song, but I will say Watch Out and Broken Doll are both very, very good tracks. Again, it's Halestorm. I said many, many fucking years ago, over a decade ago, that I thought Halestorm was going to be the future of rock music, you know, something, you know, just hard rock, not really metal, and just radio rock, things that you can listen to pretty easily, and you can show your friends and your family, and people that don't listen to rock music will like Halestorm. And I said they were the future, and I think I was right. I think we're here in 2025, and they have proven that they are no longer the future, they're the present. And I don't know, they've never made anything bad. They're one of those bands that only knows how to make good music. If you know who Halestorm is, if you've listened to Halestorm before, I will say that you kind of know what to expect, but with this album, I think that they definitely turned it up to 11, to use the age-old phrase from Spinal Tap. So, yeah, this is weird, me doing this for once instead of just listening to songs. I've already listened to all these whole albums, but definitely give Halestorm's new album Everest try. I'm not going to sit here and be like, it's my favorite Halestorm album ever. I don't know yet, but if you are a Halestorm fan, I'd check it out. Again, this isn't me saying, oh, all the shit sounds the same. You know what Halestorm is going to sound like. That you heard what that first song sounded like. They got some pretty heavy stuff on here. Go check it out. Alright, Good Charlotte is back with their new album, Motel Do Cap. Man, was I impressed with this fucking album. Alright, look, man, that is bright. I never realized how bright that was. Not much I can do about it. Can you guys, hopefully you guys can see me. I know a lot of people listen to me in the background, but anyway, the album cover is white, so you guys can't really see it, and you guys can't really see me very well. There we go, that's a little better. Anyway, I was really impressed by this. Good Charlotte is a band that I didn't really listen to growing up. I listened to radio rock and 70s and 80s glam rock and stuff like that, and hair metal because of my mom, and then so on and so forth. I knew the song. Sorry, I had to help my daughter, but anyway, I knew of the song "Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous" when I was younger, but I didn't really listen to Good Charlotte until 2017, 2018. I'd rather not get into why, but the point is, I only got into them the last decade, less than the last decade, really. So, I really liked, I can't remember what their last album was called, but it was good. This one's better. I love all these songs. They're so Good Charlotte. That song was my favorite. It's called Stepper. It was released before the album. I'm a big fan of album tracks. My favorite songs from albums usually end up being unreleased songs that weren't released publicly on the radio or whatever. But Stepper is my favorite. They've got a song on here called Mean. It is so good. It is more of a rock song, like a headbanger, than an alt-rock song, or whatever you want to call Good Charlotte. Anyway, that's what I've always seen them as kind of an alt-rock, and of course punk rock band. Everyone's going to come at me, they're punk. But the song Mean, and I think they have a song called Bodies on here, is that right? No, it's not a cover of the Drowning Pool song. I was going to lose my mind if it was. But it is pretty heavy for Good Charlotte anyway. You know, it surprised me. They have a song up there with Wiz Khalifa as well called Life is Great. It's pretty good. It'll make you feel good about life if you're having one of those days where you're not so sure life is great. It's pretty good. I think they actually say life is fucking awesome in the song. So I thought that was cool. I'm a really big fan of this album. It's probably some of my favorite Good Charlotte stuff ever. Especially since, again, I didn't really start listening to them until less than 10 years ago. Within the last 10 years. So I've heard all their stuff now. And I'm like, you know what? This might be the one. So Good Charlotte's new album, Motel, due cap. Check it out. Slip right through my fingers when I had it in my hands. Yeah, goddamn, try to understand. That's the way it was, but it isn't who I am. Goddamn. Alright, so I'm struggling to find the same kind of list version of the album for this for some reason. So I'm just going to leave this in the background. That is Goddamn by MGK from his new album, Lost Americana. It's another, I don't know what to call it, because it's more alt-rock than punk rock. There's a little bit of punk in there. Believe it or not, that is my favorite song from the album, along with Don't Wait, Run Fast, and a song called Starman, which actually the chorus is from Semi-Charmed Kinda Life. Or Semi-Charmed Life. Semi-Charmed Kinda Life is the actual lyric. So I thought that was an interesting choice for the song Starman. I don't know. There's not a lot to say about this. It's fine. I know a lot of people didn't like when MGK switched genres, went to punk rock, blah, 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 blah. Some people are going to get mad at me for even saying he did punk rock. But that's what he did. What was that album called? Hold on. Mainstream Sellout. I thought that was really fun. I thought it was really cool. I'm the kind of guy that likes, you know, it's really hard for me to not like something. And this album is great. If you haven't heard the song Vampire Diaries, I suggest you do. That is definitely a fun little alt-rock song. I heard it for the first time without the video when this album came out. And the video has a little extended portion that I think is really cool. I didn't realize it wasn't part of the whole song. So, I like MGK. I like his music. I like MGK's music. And Lost Americana is more of an alt-rock expedition where he tries, once again, he's just trying something new. And I liked it. Again, my favorite song, Goddamn. And check out Starman. It's a really interesting take on Semi-Charmed Life. Like, it's not the same BPMs or whatever you want to call it. I'm being pulled around here. Brooklyn June, what are you doing? And, but it's interesting to hear the lyrics and the verses and then go into the Semi-Charmed Life chorus. So, MGK's new album, Lost Americana. All right, my daughter seemed to enjoy that. I know this is not going to be for everybody, but Brondo, my boy, one of my favorite dubstep artists in the world. I've been with him since the early days. He dropped something new called Banana Flips, if you can't read that, where he just took popular songs and remixed them. And his whole thing is monkeys, like his logo is an ape. It's in his little O over there. So Banana Flip is his remix, and you can see there's What You Gonna Do, that's a Lil Jon song. Let Her Cook, that's a Glorilla song. Buy You a Drink, you already know that's T-Pain. Can't remember who the fuck that is. And then Thunderstruck, obviously AC/DC. They're just nine remixed dubstep songs. Brondo was the first dubstep artist to get me back into dubstep a few years back. And I just love his style. He's a very fun individual. He doesn't give a crap. I could sit here. This is one of those artists where I could do a whole video of just recommendations of Brondo. If you're a dubstep fan, I would check out his stuff. I'm not going to sit here and run through any of his other tracks. Just look up Brondo. But this album, Banana Flips, really fun. And yeah, I had to throw it a little mention. So check it out. Okay, this is the album I mentioned that actually came out a couple weeks ago. I'm not entirely sure when. It doesn't say here when it was. What's the information? Just 2025, July 18th. So there you go. That's how late I am on this. But it's Slaughter to Prevail's most recent album, deathcore band, called GRIZZLY, in all caps. If you're a deathcore fan, if you already like Alex Terrible and the band and the stuff they do, you're going to love this album. It's so good. It's so entertaining for deathcore. Alex Terrible really brings more than just the voice you know, more than the pig squealing, growling, bear screams that Alex Terrible does. He brings in some highs, and I think he brings in some cleans, if I remember right. This is really good. I don't want to say ignore the song with Ronnie Radke. It's fine. I do think it worked better the other way around. When Falling in Reverse did Ronald with Tech 9 and Alex, works a little better than Alex, or the... Sorry, she's really cranky and I don't know why, and it's distracting me. It works better than in Slaughter to Prevail with Ronnie, just because when Ronnie's part comes in, when it's just Ronnie, it feels out of place to me. It's a good song. I don't hate it. I'm not knocking it. That song was called... Help. The song wasn't called Help. If you're looking at the screen, I don't know how to pronounce that. Babak, they're fucking German. Anyway, there's that. Kid of Darkness is probably my other favorite song, KOD. It's got the I Am the Dark breakdown that everybody loved and I absolutely adore. They also have a song on here called Lift That Shit, which is like a gym rat track, so I liked how it sounded, but it's not a song for me. I'm not a gym guy. They also have a song called 1984 that I thought was pretty cool. So, again, if you're a deathcore fan or if you're already a fan of what Alex Terrible does, this is a really good album. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. So, Slaughter to Prevail's GRIZZLY, which again came out last month, but I just now got around to listening to it. Is it cheating if I brought Alex Terrible back? Up next we have Babymetal's new album, Metal Fourth, which I saved the best for last. New thing came out on YouTube, in case you didn't know. You can now swear after 7 seconds. It's been 14 minutes. I fucking love this album. I do not understand. It's a very small minority. It's all the guys who had to go out and buy professional microscopes from like science labs to find their dicks who are angry about Babymetal existing. It's so good that I honestly can't find the right adjective other than it's so good. It's got great metal, it's got great screaming, my favorite song on the album is that, song 3, and a song called, not joking, Kawaii, with a bunch of X's in it. And I was going to play that, but I decided to play song 3 to have a little fun with you guys because we just did Slaughter to Prevail. But it's like a pop song. It's got pop elements and metal elements. Tom Morello is on this album in a song called Metal with 2 exclamation points. But on here it's in Japanese. They released a video for the song called My Queen with Courtney from Spirit Box. They have a song with Poppy, which, of course, the running joke is still from that award show a few months ago when somebody accidentally mistook Courtney for Poppy. So everyone's like, wait, is Poppy on 2 tracks then? I wish it would stop, but it's the funniest thing ever. They also have Ratatata with Electric Callboy. So tons of guests on this album, but even the non-guest songs are really, really good. It's like the Slaughter to Prevail thing. If you already like Babymetal, you're going to love this album. If you don't really know much about them, even if you don't listen to metal at all, if you're strictly like against metal, I would still give this album a shot. I think you'll really like it because it's so much fun. It's not all screaming. Again, my favorite songs are song 3 with Alex Terrible, Kawaii, I feel so dumb, and where'd it go? I forgot already. Oh, this My Queen with Courtney LaPlante. That's all fantastic. So those are the albums I wanted to cover. If you're still with me, there are a few songs specifically I'd like to recommend. Oh, and 1 EP, but I won't play any tracks off it. All right, pop over here to my likes to show you guys a couple of new songs. First up, 2 new dubstep tracks. Brain on Dubstep by Bear Grylls and Itchy Scratchy by Subtronics. The Brain on Dubstep by Bear Grylls is really whoa. I don't know how else to explain it. That's exactly what it sounds like. It's very intense. Bear Grylls is really good at that. And then right above it, Itchy Scratchy by Subtronics is weird as fuck. It's supposed to be. It's based off this video he shared of a girl sitting in her room recording, like, she talks about what kind of music she likes, which is dubstep. And she says scratchy, itchy brain music. I want wubs in my brain, whatever. And he takes it, and it's really fun. She even says she wants weird-ass music, and he makes weird-ass music. So those are 2 dubstep tracks I'm really into right now. Sullivan King and Excision dropped a new track as well. It's down here. It's called Firework Eyes. It's pretty good. So there's a couple of dubsteps for you. New Subtronics, new Bear Grylls, new Sullivan King. We also got, new, god damn it, there's too much. Not Enough Space, who we've reacted to on the channel before. They released a song yesterday called Don't Let Go. It's really good. I don't know what to tell you. There's a perfect bleh in it if you like that kind of shit. I'm really looking forward to their album, Weaponize Your Rage. I think it's going to be really good. Whew. That is, God, I'm going to remember. Upon a Burning Body. They released a new song called Daywalker. People are calling them Motionless in a Burning Body. The chorus is clean. It's still pretty heavy. It's Upon a Burning Body. You can't get unheavy with Upon a Burning Body, but they have a lot more cleans in this song. So it's one of those where you have to decide for yourself if that's what you're into, if you're even into this kind of music. I went up because the Mimic the Earth. Don't worry about that. Versus Me, new song called Snakes. That's a lot of screaming. That's really heavy. But again, that's what kind of music I like. If you're into it, it's good. It's really good. It's one of those songs that just kicks up the second it starts and never lets go. So you can look forward to that if you want. See, told you, Kawaii's in my fucking likes. And last but certainly not least, Signs of the Swarm, a deathcore band, released their EP, which I do not remember the name of, and I'm not gonna try. This song here, Clouded Retinas, has Lorna Shore's lead singer Will Ramos in it. The rest of these are just, again, if you're into deathcore, Signs of the Swarm is really good. Hell Must Fear Me is my favorite track off of that EP. That's why I said I'm not going to play any songs off it, because it is straight deathcore, 4 tracks. There's no getting around it. I mentioned that I think Alex does some cleans on GRIZZLY's on that album. There ain't no cleans on this motherfucker. This is just straight deathcore. So that's that. Thank you everybody so much for watching this very unique episode of Drop and Shred. I'll leave the timestamps down below for all 6 albums and this last portion. So that way if you want to go back to any of the albums to remind yourself, you can. And then you can also come back to this last portion, because I know when I do my regular recommendations, I tend to fly through them. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave comments down below. Yell at me about how wrong I am about music. And look forward to this coming back to hopefully normal soon. This is probably what I will do more often when albums drop, because I don't know if I'm ready to do full album reviews. August 22nd, my mom's birthday. August 22nd, wish my mother a happy birthday. Fucking come after every one of you. That's when Green Day's new album is going to come out. Green Day, 3 Days Grace. I've barely slept for the last week. 3 Days Grace, someone's going to make fun of me, has their new album, Alien Nation, coming out on August 22nd.
That'll be your wife.
Yeah, no kidding. So when that drops, I'm either going to do a full album review, or we'll just do something like this after I listen to it. But until next time, this is JT Channel. I am JT. I will see you in the next one.